Congratulations and well done on buying your new Ezytrail K-Series camper. You've made the right decision. Before you head off on your first trip, we want to show you step by step just how simple it is to set up your new trailer. Be prepared, it may take you a little while the first few times you do it as you learn what goes where and who does what job, but after a while you'll be a well-oiled machine. Let's get stuck into it. The first thing to do when you get to camp is to find a nice piece of level ground and unhitch your trailer. Make sure you put on the handbrake and position your wheel chocks behind your wheels to avoid the trailer moving when you disconnect. To disconnect, flip the jockey wheel down and take up some of the weight off your vehicle, just until the pin is able to turn freely. Then disconnect your trailer plugs and chains and pull the safety clip out and then the pin out. Next, get a mate to drive your vehicle forward until the trailer is resting on its own jockey wheel. Then simply unclip and wind down all four corner support legs using the provided winder. Now it's time to open the trailer up. On the Portland LX, the tent opens to the passenger side of the vehicle and the awning to the rear, so make sure you give yourself plenty of space. Unlatch and remove the boat loader rack support legs from both sides of the trailer. Then unzip the PVC cover from the tent and store it off to the side. Before you start pulling the canvas out, let's lay out our poles and make sure we have everything we need. Before you go gung-ho into setting up the inside of your trailer, take the time to get your poles out and organise them into groups. There are a couple of pole types that you'll need to be aware of. These are your upright poles. They come with either a spigot or a C-clip, and at the other end they've got the rubber foot. These are used to support your annex. These are called your ridge poles. You've got a flat on one end and a hook on the other, and they attach to the camper trailer and they go out to the upright to support the roof of your annex. These are spreader poles and they come with either a C-clip or a flat end, and they're used to spread the load between the poles to keep your roof nice and tight. These short guys are the window stays and they feature a spigot at one end and a hook on the other, and these are used to keep your windows open. Lastly, these guys are your corner stays, and as the name suggests, they're used to keep the corners up nice and high off the bed. And to help make the whole job easy, each pole has a number on it identifying where it's used and what it's used for. All of the poles in the K-Series range have a quick release and a quick locking mechanism that's so easy to use, even the kids can do it. Before you get into the tent, there are two other types of poles you need to know about. The tent bows. These are the U-shaped tent supports that are attached to the trailer. The roof bow. This is for the tropical fly that sits on the top of your trailer to keep the sun and the rain off the canvas roof. Now that we have that sorted, let's get the trailer set up. Now it's time to set up your tent. This step can take as little as 15 minutes once you're well practiced, but be prepared, the first time may take a little bit longer. Grab a mate and both grab a corner of the PVC floor from the driver's side of the trailer and walk it out until it's flat on the ground. As you pull it over, the bed bow will start to raise slightly. Before you climb inside, grab yourself 2 short corner stays and 2 C-clip uprights and 4 long C-clip spreader bars. If your trailer is brand new, check that all the bows are correctly attached to the canvas. Insert the 2 short corner stays above the bed and then add in the remaining C-clip spreader bars to tension the roof canvas. Once the poles are all up, head back outside and tension the PVC floor and peg it all out. And that's the Portland LX set up in its most basic form, perfect for any overnight stop. Your Annex will take approximately 20 to 30 minutes to set up completely, and it's best done with at least 2 people. The first step is to lay out all your poles ready for assembly. For the Portland LX you'll need 5 spigot uprights, 5 ridge poles, 4 flat end spreader bars, 3 C-clip spreader bars and 2 C-clip uprights. Next, unfold your Annex canvas and lay it out on the ground. Make sure it's sitting the right way and you have a nice pile of all your Annex walls and shower room off to one side. Now lower your centre bow to make it easier to attach the Annex. Here's a little trick for you. Instead of trying to climb up and zip the Annex on, once you get the zip started, use a window stay to help the zip along. Start off by inserting the hooked end of the ridge poles through the canvas holes, putting the hook through the loop inside the tent. This is easier to do with a friend helping. The Portland LX has an additional upright behind the kitchen, and you'll need to put this through the corner of the Annex roof and support with guy ropes. Then start standing the awning up from this end. Start by standing up the upright and add in the flat spreader poles. And then last of all, put the canvas over the top with the upright spigot through the eyelet and use the elastic hook to secure it. It's best to have a mate or your missus help with this part. It really is a 2-person job. Once all the perimeter uprights and spreader bars are up, it's time to put in the C-clip uprights and spreader bars. Being tall helps, but if you are a little vertically challenged, it may be a good idea to bring a small step ladder along. All Ezytrail Annexes are freestanding, but we recommend that you guy rope them down, especially if there's a chance of wind. Perhaps you're looking for a bit of privacy from the other campers, or maybe the weather's going to close in and you want to batten down the hatches. Either way, it's a good idea to set up your skirt and wall kit. You're going to need a mate to give you a hand in around about 15 to 20 minutes. The first step is to lay out your Annex walls. Make sure that the side with the PVC flap is going to be on the inside of your trailer. This will make sure that the D-ring is on the outside and you can peg your walls down. Once again, with the help of a friend, start the zippers and zip away. Make sure you don't forget to push down the Velcro for a good seal. Peg out all of your walls using the D-rings that are positioned around the perimeter. If you're putting the PVC floor in, this is the time to do it, once it's all pegged out. This simply Velcros on, and thanks to that PVC flap, there's no chance of water getting in. Well, there you have it. That's the Portland LX set up and ready for anything. Don't forget to check out the camping tips segment on the DVD for some handy hints on how to tie things like guy ropes and also attach your shower and toilet room. If you've got any questions about the setup of your Ezytrail, feel free to contact your local dealer. But if you've picked up any hints and tips and you'd like to share them, log on to Ezytrail's Facebook page. Thanks for listening.